common to feel a wide variety of emotions, and if you're like many of us, you may be experiencing a bit of the blues. I think it's important to understand that this is totally normal. We've all got our ups and downs. But if you're noticing that you don't enjoy the things that you usually like to do, or you're having trouble doing things like getting out of the house, then it may be time to talk to someone. Anxiety and depression are nothing to be ashamed of, and the good news today is that there's a lot of ways you can get help. So how do you know if you're at risk? If your employer offers a wellness program, a great place to start can be by taking their health risk assessments. Let's go ahead and take a minute to look through this together.
Okay, that sounds good, Doug.
Okay. If that option's not available to you, there's a lot of health risk assessments available for free online.
What can I expect from this kind of test?
Well, you see when you go through one of these questionnaires, there's a lot of different topics. It does ask you about your medical history. It does ask you about if you're exercising. It talks about emotional health as well. One that you may want to look up is called the PHQ-9. In a matter of minutes, you can get an assessment to see whether or not you may be at risk for depression. It's important to realize that these tests are not a diagnosis, and they're simply there to let you know if you're at risk. If you're finding that you're scoring high on these tests, then it's definitely a conversation that's worth picking up with your therapist or doctor. So if you feel like you've got some mild depression, here are some things that can help. Take care of your body. This means eating well and exercising. Do more of the things you love. Make sure not to drink. And volunteer or get involved with your community. If you're doing these things and you're noticing that you're still having trouble getting out of bed, your energy is real low, or maybe your family and friends are noticing that you're just not being yourself, then consider taking this test. For a lot of people, this has been the start to a much, much brighter future.